Hello and welcome to our look at your Prince Medley piece, and this is for Bari Sax. So first of all, anytime you're playing Prince, or really any kind of funk music, biggest things are going to be articulation, phrasing, style. They're all kind of intertwined, but we're going to look at specifically articulation in this piece, especially when you have one phrase that repeats a lot, which happens quite a bit in this piece, like in 1999. So let's jump right in. This is measure 11. After you're done holding out all those A's, listen for the phrasing here. I'm going to really try to exaggerate it. Here it is, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so my staccatos are really short, and anytime I'm playing that 16th note on the end of a phrase, I'm kind of giving a little jab, a little accent. The other thing that will be very important in this piece, and again in any funk piece, is how you play your 16th notes. Funk music is all about what's called subdividing 16th notes. So for example, in this phrase, the second measure of the phrase, you have your F sharp quarter note tied to dotted 8th note going up to a G 16th note, or yeah, that would be in the second measure. So you really want to think 1, 2, and and that G is going to be on the So all together in the phrase you have 1. Okay, so that was slowed way down. Back to regular speed, 1. So when I'm playing at that speed, I think 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and up. To really lock in that last note. Some of the people in the band were putting it in different places. The last rehearsal that I remember, so just watch out for that one. Because that line you play a lot. I'm just gonna skip ahead. That's kind of all you have in this piece. So let's look at Purple Rain. Very different energy. Rock ballad. This one is going to be a little bit less about articulation, more about kind of the energy of it. It starts pretty quiet and mellow, and it really gradually builds into a big, big moment with a solo, and the singer does crazy stuff. So that'll kind of be the focus. With this, let's look at measure 180, where you come in. This is after letter Q with the sax solo, and you're coming in with a background type thing. I'll just do that little run and then kind of skip around. Here we go. 3, 4, 182. And so on and so on. We'll skip ahead. Here we go. 1, 2. So that was letter R where I stopped. Okay, so now, just to hear how this portion of the medley ends, I'm going to take the second ending going into S, or actually, you're kind of just repeating the same thing. So I'll take the second ending, this is 198, where it's going to slow down. You'll just have to watch for that. You got 3, 4. And then they'll go right into the next tune, Baby I'm a Star. Lots of watching you'll have to do in this piece for Mr. Gagnon conducting. All right, and then we're at letter T. Tempo picks back up, so that means our articulations and phrasing have to ratchet up again, more aggressive. Here's letter T. 1, 2, 3, 4. anytime I've got those dotted eighths to 16th, the 16th is going to be short and accented. And then any eighth notes on upbeats, same deal, accented. So for example, that last little thing, 2 measures before you, 3, 4. Give them a little bite. That's the idea for that piece. You'd play that rhythm a lot more. Your bridge at Y, you've got whole notes. So just make sure you're breathing. Let's skip now to letter B, B. Down where it says Saxes get funky. 3, 17, 16, 15. This is 315, I believe, if you want to count. So here, articulation is going to be the main thing. It looks harder than it is. Check it out. 2, 1, 2, There it is. So again, another example of subdividing 16 notes is going to be really helpful, especially for your entrance on that C, B flat, because you're coming in on the second 16th note. So if you're going 1E into 2E into 3E into 4E into 1, you're on the E of 1E and so if we slow it down, 1E into 2E into 3E into 4E. That should do it. If you have trouble tonguing 16th notes that fast, just practice it slow. Get it comfortable, pick up the speed a little bit, get it comfortable there, and so on. Even if you go on. That'll do. Skipping ahead now to CC, where you have similar phrasing, just on different notes. Check it out. This is 326. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you may repeat that. It looks like that's a background to a solo, so you'll just have to pay attention. And then we've got the grand finale, DD at 334. Bringing it all together. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, Something happens, and now your last note. You may have noticed through there when I had those held out G's, kind of crescendoed a little bit. Anytime you have a held out note like that with no marking, you can give it some kind of shape. It could go up and back down, or just a steady crescendo. Something to give it a little bit of shape. All right, so just to reiterate, articulation, phrasing, dynamics. I didn't mention that too much, but really the articulation, phrasing are going to be the biggest things. Beyond that, you're playing with a singer, so you have to listen for them. Make sure you can hear them at all times. If you can't hear the singer, you're playing too loud. Okay? Other than that, just have fun with it. Give it energy, it'll be great. If you have any questions about any of these things I've brought up or stuff I didn't look at, please feel free to let me know or Mr. Gagnon, and we will get that sorted out for you. But in the meantime, have fun.